Press and hold the center power button to power on the bike. Hold down the plus and minus buttons simultaneously to reach the settings menu. Scroll down and press the center button to select the battery lock page, and then press it once again to unlock and eject the battery. Place your hand below the battery to support it. Once the top end of the battery is disengaged, press the handle to release the battery and lift it out of the bike. With the bike inverted, turn the crank and shift the derailleur to the highest gear, which is the smallest cog. Cut the zip tie securing the motor cable to the frame and then disconnect the motor connection by pulling the two motor connection plugs apart. Carefully wiggle off the rubber grommet from the rear axle nut on the drive side. Use an 18mm open-end wrench to loosen and remove the axle nut and washer. Repeat these same steps on the non-drive side. Note, a box end 18mm wrench can be used on this side. Use a 4mm hex wrench to loosen and remove the two kickstand mounting bolts. Remove the kickstand. Tilt the derailleur back and lift the rear wheel up and out of the dropouts of the frame. Use a 5mm hex wrench to loosen and remove the rear rack nut and bolt on each side of the frame. Use a 3mm hex wrench to remove both fender mounting bolts that thread into the rack platform. Remove the rack. Swap the rear rack. Guide the new rack up to the bike and align the two rack mounts to the seat stays of the frame. Replace the nut and bolt on each side and tighten until snug using a 5mm hex wrench. Reinstall both bolts that secure the rear fender to the rack using a 3mm hex wrench. Torque to 3 to 5 Newton meters. Use a 5mm hex wrench to tighten the 2 bolts that secure the rack to the frame to a torque of 8 to 12 Newton meters. Lift the derailleur back, guide the rear wheel back into the frame, and ensure the axle fits fully into the dropouts of the frame. The torque washers should be facing upward toward the opening. Replace the washer and axle nut on each side of the rear wheel and torque them to 40 to 45 Newton meters. Reinstall the rubber axle protectors on either side. Reinstall the kickstand and 2 original bolts using a 4mm hex wrench. Reconnect the motor cable connection by aligning the arrows on the plugs and firmly pressing the connection together. Replace the zip tie to attach the cable to the frame. Trim the excess zip tie. Reinstall the battery by inserting the bottom first and pressing the top to lock it in place. Press and hold the center power button to power on the bike and test for proper function.